Right now we're live. Now that I've deleted some of the old podcasts, I have space to record a new one.
That's fair.
All right. So quite a bit of news. Not as much as the 2 weeks we missed before, but good amount. So Warner Bros. Discovery recently an HBO Max content purge, which apparently saved the company tens of millions of dollars.
Yeah. So they're trying to recoup as much money as they can.
I mean, they need to recoup some money because apparently after everything they did, they got a lot of bad press, and I think the company lost 200 was it I think $20 billion worth of stuff worth of market cap. They were trying to save like 3 billion. They ended up losing 20 billion of market cap because they're just bad publicity.
Yeah.
And with everything that went down, Shazam and Aquaman have been delayed to next year due to them not having enough money to release more than 2 movies for the rest of this year.
I'm assuming that money is on like adverts and stuff like that.
Yeah, it would have to be like the advertisements, the PR press and everything, like going to the talk shows and everything.
Canceling 2 movies killed y'all. That's crazy.
It wasn't just canceling 2 movies, also just like canceling all the HBO Max shows, especially a lot of the favorites like Young Justice, Infinity Train. They removed like.
Well, they didn't cancel Young Justice. They just never renewed it.
Yeah, they didn't renew it.
They were contract for that season only, anyways.
Yeah. But still, fans want to know there's a future. And right now, it doesn't look like there's much of a future for HBO Max when they're just canceling things left and right. But yeah, apparently the only 2 movies we're getting left for the year is Black Adam and Don't Worry, Darling. I'm gonna be honest. Out of like the 3 DC movies, Black Adam was the one I was least interested in, and yeah, I have no idea what Don't Worry, Darling is.
I'd rather have gotten Shazam, in my honest opinion.
I would rather get Shazam too,
or even Aquaman.
Yeah. What is Don't Worry, Darling? I've never even heard about this till this news came about.
That is the question. It's a thriller mystery, apparently.
Okay.
I don't know when it comes out, though. It's got Harry Styles. It's that movie with Harry Styles.
There's a movie with Harry Styles?
Yes, that's the movie.
I didn't know there was a movie with Harry Styles aside from Eternals. Oh, is this the one that's been getting a lot of like the bad press recently because of apparently drama with like Olivia Wilde and Shia LaBeouf?
Is Shia LaBeouf in it?
I think he was in it, and then he was removed from the project because him and Olivia Wilde weren't getting along, and Olivia Wilde's like producing it or something.
Huh.
I think even Florence Pugh says she's refusing to go on like the PR tour, so she's not going to do any of the talk shows or anything for this
Florence
movie.
Pugh said that because they got rid of Shia LaBeouf.
I don't know if she said it because of Shia LaBeouf or of other issues.
And she's Olivia Wilde's directing it. That's
okay. Let me look it up. Florence Pugh, Don't Worry, Darling. I mean, so apparently she just says she's going to be doing limited promotional press. She's just going to do it like at the indie fair, at one of the indie showings. And some people are speculating it's because her and the director, Olivia Wilde, have a falling out. Guess they don't get along. She hasn't said why, but she says she's gonna do a very limited press tour for this. Well, with all this stuff going on, Warner Bros. Discoveries has also laid off close to 30 people in Europe, including several high-level executives.
It's not surprising.
Yeah. What is surprising is The Flash is receiving some of the highest scores at test screenings since Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight trilogy.
Listen, I said it once, and I'll say why. I've said it multiple times. I read the plot for The Flash, and it actually sounds amazing. It's just unfortunate that it's Ezra Miller who's a part of it.
Yeah. Do you plan on watching this? Because, like, honestly, for me, I don't think I have any plans to watch this. I have no reason to support this film.
Flash is one of my favorite heroes, but I don't like the DCEU Flash. But they say this Flash movie is really good. I only want to watch it because I'm curious. So I don't know. I'll probably will watch it.
I don't know. It's gonna take some like crazy reviews for me to watch this because I really don't think I want to support this. All right, so James Wan has released new artwork from Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. It honestly looks really cool.
Yeah. I'm excited for Aquaman.
Yeah.
I've been excited for Aquaman too.
I mean, the visuals for Aquaman were always great. I think the problem was I didn't care that much for the soundtrack or of like the dialogue in general, but the visuals were amazing for that movie.
Yeah, they could definitely. Hopefully, they work on that soundtrack and make it better.
Yeah. So apparently, individuals who worked on the Batgirl are being allowed to screen the film on Warner Bros. Lots before it's locked away in the vault forever. Listen, y'all, this is your time. This is your moment to shine. Normally, I wouldn't advocate piracy, but y'all gotta go there with your phones and do the best you can. Do it for the world.
I'm all for people wanting to watch this movie, and I'm excited for the bootleg copy to come out. But I just can't shake the feeling that what happens if this movie is actually just horrible.
Well, that should have always been something that for us to decide.
That's fair.
Like, I can't imagine it hurting if they just put it on HBO Max. Like, I'm sure there's tons of things Netflix drops that gets no views. Well, apparently, Batman: The Caped Crusader is no longer moving forward at HBO Max. The series will be shopped to other networks and streaming services. Apparently, Apple TV Plus, Hulu, and Netflix are all highly interested in acquiring the property.
Don't y'all dare let Hulu get Disney. Don't y'all dare let Hulu fucking get Batman: The Caped Crusader. I will be so pissed. And HBO Max is just probably one of your dumbest decisions I've ever heard.
Like, are you guys that strapped for cash that you have to sell something people really want to a competitor instead of just posting on your own and hope for subscribers? You know what hurts more is it's not gonna be the first time they've done something to this if this is like successful, because apparently Ted Lasso, which is like very popular, it's on Apple TV Plus, but it was made by HBO.
They just like to sell their good stuff, I guess. I don't know.
So, I mean, I guess Apple TV Plus could start up a whole collection of Warner Bros. Properties that were all golden that Warner Bros. Threw away. Ted Lasso, Batman: The Caped Crusader.
They're going to make Apple stronger than they need to be. They become
apparently, Warner Bros. Discovery is eyeing producer Dan Lin, who's worked on the Lego Batman movie and Sherlock Holmes, to be the new Kevin Feige-esque head of DC. In this role, Lin will have control over DC's film and television productions. I mean, I really like the Lego movies. The Lego Batman movie was amazing. It had a lot of like cool Easter eggs and was pretty true to like the golden age of Batman. I feel like the Sherlock Holmes movies, they're all right. They were a thing that happened.
I mean, it's hard for me to say. It's hard for me to say. It's like I won't know if that's a good thing until it happens.
Hmm.
Um, I don't even know if Kevin Feige is still the best thing that ever happened to Marvel. I'll be honest with you. So
I th- I don't know if he's the best thing that's ever happened to Marvel, but it definitely helps if you have someone planning things out and not everyone going different directions.
no, exactly. If they're well, I mean, I don't know. It depends because like I think they need to. I don't think they need someone to really plan it out because I think they should just focus on solo movies for like I don't know the next 5 6 years. I don't think they should be worried about having everything tie in together.
Maybe like, but you want to know where if they're going to somewhere. Like, eventually, we'll get the Justice League.
Yeah, I mean, eventually, but my thing is like all the DC characters specifically have practical. They pretty much have universes of their own. You
Yeah.
know, Gotham is its own universe. Superman, Metropolis is its own universe. You know, even Wonder Woman has her own huge array of things. You know, very few Justice League members really benefit from like, because like Avengers, the movie helped because the Avengers team itself weren't all that well known. Anyways, you know, they weren't that popular anyways. So you know what I mean? That's all I'm saying.
True. The Avengers are filled with like the people who can't like hold their own like solo line
You know, but like with the Justice
originally.
League, it is a combination of a bunch of characters who already have like huge things going on for them. You know, I think it would be easier on a lot of directors and a lot of people if they just focused on them, focus on like the characters universe rather than the Justice League, and then maybe down the line, you know, maybe after every member gets like a trilogy, or at least the main core gets a trilogy, we focus on a Justice League type event. You know, even in the animated movies, uh, let's say for New 52, like when we got an introduction to the Justice League, all the heroes are already well established. So, not saying they had solo films before that, but what I mean is that they are pretty much well established. You know, I feel like
Hmm.
if they do a Justice League movie, they're gonna focus a lot on the formation of like each character in the universe entering into the Justice. You know, it'll be like another BVS situation.
Okay. You rather them just to tell like maybe individual stories how like the Batman's doing, and I guess Suicide was also, the Suicide Squad was its own like contained thing.
Exactly, and the Suicide Squad worked better because of it. You know what I mean? I don't mind there being like a cameo or two, but like I don't need it to be like a tie-in cameo. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Okay. I hear you. I hear you. Well, we also got the Batman director Matt Reeves apparently signed the very first multi-year first look film deal with Warner Bros. Picture in its newly restructured form.
And that just adds to what I'm saying because that's what Matt Reeves wanted to do. So
Yeah.
I'm all for it. You know, give
And
me
now
a
Batman 2
solid
is
Batman
officially in
universe.
development.
Exactly. I don't know
Uh,
what it's gonna be. Probably Mr. Freeze.
you don't think it'll be the Joker that we got in like the end credits?
No, I don't think so. I don't think they should touch the Joker for a while.
Okay. Well, apparently, Batman Arkham series is reportedly still in discussion at HBO Max.
It'll probably come out. I mean, that's one of the spin-off shows, right?
Yeah, that was one of the spin-off shows. We're getting the Penguin show and an Arkham series.
I wouldn't even be surprised if they make the Arkham series about Joker instead.
Maybe. Apparently, Val Kilmer has made it known that he wants to return as Batman.
Val Kilmer has made it known that he wants to return as a lot of things recently, which is makes me wonder what's going on.
I feel like maybe he just needs a job. When was the last thing he's done anything in?
I don't know. That being said, his Batman is a little underrated.
All right, Val Kilmer. He was in Top Gun Maverick. Okay. Canyon del Muerto, The Birthday Cake, Pay Dirt, A Soldier's Revenge, Jay and Silent Bob Reboot.
He was in the OG Willow.
The OG Willow?
Remember Willow's that fantasy something coming to Disney Plus?
Oh, okay. So he's getting roles every now and then, like, but honestly, I've never like seen any of these roles. So Superman and Lois, Jonathan Kent actor Jordan Elsis explains why they left the Superman series. Pretty much what we talked about last time. It has to do with mental health. Taking a break, take care of himself. Good on him.
As he should. Unfortunate that they have to recast, but hey, what can you do?
So Gotham Knights will now release on October 21st, 4 days earlier than originally scheduled. I guess not originally scheduled, but when it was last updated.
That's good for you, right, actually?
Yeah, I already pre-ordered it and everything, so it's good for me, but I'm very confused. Why is it just 4 days earlier? Well, like, why not just a week earlier? Don't games just come the same day out on the same day?
I don't know, man. Maybe they're trying to switch it up.
Maybe. Like, I feel like they just need to come over there. Like, this is the day video games will come out at all stores locations. Like, have it be a Monday, a Tuesday, or Wednesday or something. Not like 4 days earlier than whatever it's supposed to be.
Or maybe they're not too confident in what it was competing with that day. I don't know what it was competing with that day, but maybe.
I don't know. We got a trailer for it with the villains. Seems pretty cool. Some Harley, some Mr. Freeze, a Clayface. But I guess like the big story is the House of Dragon had the largest premiere in HBO history, apparently.
Not surprising. Game of Thrones was one of the biggest shows of all time for a while, so
I don't know, but like kind of just thought it would have been like the last season of Game of Thrones. Like maybe after the ending of the Game of Thrones, people were kind of stale on anything else related to it.
Oh nah, they that's how normal people would react. But Game of Thrones fans, when they had that shit season, they just sat there and they just craved for something better. So now that they got something better, they all just lunged into it.
Well, they did it. It got renewed for a season 2.
I mean, that first episode was amazing. Man, more on that. Possibly. I don't know if you watched it.
I just watched it like an hour ago.
Yeah, so more on that later, I guess.
So Our Flag Means Death season 2 will release next year on HBO Max. What's with that creepy smile?
I like pirate shows.
Okay. Did you even watch it?
I started it.
Okay. Because I thought Maya was the one who watched it because she was telling us to watch it. We got our first look at HBO's The Last of Us series starring Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey.
It looks good.
Apparently, Godzilla vs. Kong sequel has begun filming.
As it should.
Yep, as it should. We got the Thunderbolts lineup. It will be Zemo, Yelena Belova, Ghost, your favorite Taskmaster, Abomination, U.S. Agent, Tatiana, Titania,
Titania.
and the Winter Soldier.
I'm not gonna watch it.
Not even for Yelena. Yelena was like a favorite of ours.
It's debatable.
She was pretty funny in like Hawkeye and Black Widow. And what if Zemo does some more dance moves?
I'll think about it.
Is Taskmaster just makes you that angry?
Yeah.
Well, moving on. How are you gonna go watch Fantastic Four directed by Matt Shackman?
Yeah, I mean, I'll watch Fantastic Four.
Okay. I mean, I got nothing else. I don't know who Matt Shackman is. I'm not gonna look up his discography.
One
We'll
of
see
my
if I
friends
watch
is like
it.
upset that he's directing Fantastic Four. Apparently, he came off Star Trek 4. He's the director for WandaVision, I think it was.
Oh, okay. Well, Black Panther Wakanda Forever promo art apparently shows some upgrades, some armor upgrades alongside Shuri. And we also got some toy looks at Riri Williams' armor.
Which looks cool. I like it.
Looks cool. Looks cool.
We'll see how much I like this Ironheart series.
Yeah, Ironheart series, who's gonna make her debut in the movie. The creator of She-Hulk says everyone in the MCU has moved on from the blip. What do you mean we just move on from the blip? That
So
seems like
here's my thing. This is the most annoying statement in the world, and it's one of the things that really emphasizes my issue with the Marvel universe right now. Y'all had a 5-year-long traumatic event. Touched upon it a little bit in Falcon and Winter Soldier and just left it as a joke.
yeah, like I didn't even watch Thor Ragnarok, but Thor Love and Thunder. But apparently there's an ice cream shop called the Snappening or something.
Yeah. It's
Like-
the most ridiculous idea I've ever seen in my life.
It's like, what do you mean we just moved on from this? Like half the world's population was gone for 5 years and now suddenly they're back. People have to find out where they're living, if they have a job.
Even beyond that, like people also died like a lot during the blip.
Yeah.
Like we saw it with Nick Fury, like planes and helicopters were crashing, cars were just because we lost pilots, we lost like bus drivers, we lost like a bunch of stuff.
We lost a lot of infrastructure for the food supply and everything. And now out of nowhere, we have to feed double the amount of people.
And it's just, everyone's forgotten about the blip. Like, what? What?
If anything, the blip should like make a lot more pressing issues happen.
The blip, I would argue, is a missed opportunity to create new villains.
Yeah.
Not necessarily new original villains, but like new villains, like in general. Like that's something that you could use. Like, I don't know if it's because Falcon and Winter Soldier, the girl wasn't well received or something, but come on, y'all.
There has to be people like, nah. Our deal after everything that happened is not okay with us.
See, but it's not surprising because they did the same thing with Ultron. So,
yeah, we dropped a whole like city from the sky, and all we did was make a Sokovia Accords that caused a civil war, and then we just never talk about it again. How there shouldn't be any heroes around.
they made a joke about it, and I think Far From Home.
I think so.
Or was it Homecoming? It was one of the two. I think it was Homecoming, actually.
Well, I guess we'll be like Marvel and move on from the blip as well, because John Boyega says he won't return to Star Wars.
Makes sense.
I haven't seen this. I don't know anything about this. But
He did not like the movies, and honestly, they horrendously misused this character.
okay.
A wasted opportunity.
Well, we got a trailer for the Avatar re-release, which I don't know.
I thought you were gonna say something. Like you kind of cut off like mid sentence there.
I was like confused why I wrote. So I understand. A trailer for the Avatar re-release has been released.
Right.
Okay. I feel like this is like the third or fourth time this movie's been out in theaters.
They're trying to really get people to watch Avatar too, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's been like almost a decade since the last one. They gotta make sure people remember it.
I mean, movie companies are going through it. They're trying to just milk as much as they can.
But I feel like the movie also got re-released during Endgame because Endgame was gonna surpass it in overall box office numbers. So they re-released it to kind of pump up Avatar's numbers again.
Which is tragic.
It was like, yeah, no, I don't think we can just keep doing this, guys. I don't think it should count.
Yeah, that shit doesn't count. That shouldn't count.
Because I think if that counts, I think Jaws might be the biggest new movie of all times because I think it re-releases in theaters like every year during Shark Week. Like, I swear, I always see movie theaters promoting Jaws in like July or June because of Shark Week. Like, coming again this summer.
I need to get into Shark Week.
All right, so apparently a live-action King Kong origin series is in development at Disney Plus.
How did that happen?
So is this just like a King Kong not in the MonsterVerse?
I don't know because I really don't know. I hope it's not, but if it is, I will repeat. How the fuck did that happen?
Because I don't know how old King Kong is, but maybe it's like Winnie the Pooh where it's no longer in the public domain, so anyone can do anything with it.
Maybe
they just have to make sure they don't use things that are still in the public domain. Like maybe if newer creatures have come out since then that are part of the King Kong universe or something, they can't use that if another studio has the newer creatures.
Like I said, maybe. I just don't know how like Disney got an origin show when Warner Brothers is producing the MonsterVerse second movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like it didn't say anything else. I think it just says they're doing an origin series, and I feel like, is this just like a solo King Kong thing that has nothing to do with the MonsterVerse?
Which I guess I'm okay with. I guess, but if it's a different Kong, I don't know how okay I am with it because I love King Kong and King Kong versus Godzilla.
Yeah, like I mean, we'll see. This is just giving me Winnie the Pooh vibes, where it could just be its own thing. Because I think the Batman's about to go into the public domain, but it's only going to be like the year one Batman stuff. So you don't get anything that's happened afterwards, like Joker or Two-Face or any of his villains. You just got when Batman was just like a dude. Yeah.
Aren't they releasing something like about Batman? Like, I don't know. I remember seeing like an article somewhere. It had like a picture of Batman with the purple gloves.
I don't know, maybe. I think like next year or something, he does go into the public domain, but it's only going to be like the stuff that's happened in his first year of the Detective Comics. So if you want to do a story about that, anyone can do that. But if you do one single element that come from any of his like other years, you can't do it.
I don't know anything about his first year. I assume that's just super detective Batman, right?
I think so. Just a detective and probably just dealing with like mob bosses or something, because he didn't have like they didn't do a rogues gallery right away. He was just beating up like robbers and thieves and stuff.
Hmm.
Typing year one Batman did not help me in any way.
I was like, because they have Batman Year One, but that's
Yeah.
not the same one. I'll have to look into that.
So rumors of a Blade game began circulating last week, with Ubisoft silencing those rumors like a day later, saying, "Yeah, no, we're not making a Blade game, but if y'all want, it'll be a really cool thing."
It would be pretty cool, a Blade video game.
Yeah. I don't know, but that's it. That's it. Rumors started that they were making one. Ubisoft was like, actually, no, we're not doing this, but we are all down for this if Marvel wants us to make a Blade video game.
You know what I want? I want like a Monster Hunter game, but not like Monster Hunter like how we have it, like where you actually hunt like actual, monsters, not just a bunch of wyverns that aren't
Okay.
wyverns. Not to hate on the Monster Hunter series, I love that series, but like you hunt werewolves and you have to have specific equipment
Hunt
for
some
that.
werewolves, some lizard people.
I think that
Probably
would be
still
cool.
some wyverns every now and then.
It could be like a horror-esque hunting game. I think that would be cool. I'm surprised no one has done that yet.
Well, how do you feel about this? Netflix ad-supported tier will cost somewhere between $7 to $9 per month. It will launch later this year.
I don't even know if I should go back to ads. I don't want ads. I'm willing to pay $14.99 for no ads.
Like, I'm already paying $14.99 for no ads, but I think
This
it's
is
going
like
up, right?
Yeah, this is like an $11 to $13 difference. I think actually, if you have 4 screens, it's like a $13 difference. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. I don't know. Netflix has the most content, but it's not the best content.
And then they drop a banger every now and then, like Sandman. It's rough.
I gotta see what happens, because I also gotta see what happens with HBO Max. Are they gonna survive that long?
Huh?
I also gotta see what happens with HBO Max. Are they even gonna survive much longer?
Yeah, they'll be fine. Honestly.
Well, would you keep your Netflix around for Umbrella Academy, which has had season 4 renewed and it will be the final season?
I haven't even watched season 2.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even care about season 3. I don't know if I care about season 4 at all.
Like I loved Umbrella Academy when I watched the first season, but like I think there was too much of a gap between the first and second season that I just slipped my mind. And by too much of a gap, I don't mean it took too long to release, but it was too much for me to pay attention.
Things just come out nowadays. It's kind of hard to keep up.
Yep.
Well, if Umbrella Academy's not going to do it for you, are you going to keep your Netflix subscription for a BioShock film?
I've never played BioShock, actually, but I've heard people really liked it. People seem to have really liked that game, so I'm willing to watch it. I'm all for the video game, movie, show genre blowing up.
Really? Are you? Because Paramount thinks there's a whole Halo TV series franchise that's possible.
Paramount can go just shut up and make a Sonic movie and then leave me alone.
I thought you said you're all for the video game movies.
I am, but like not their Halo.
You don't think they can make a whole franchise off of Halo TV?
What's messed up is that I'm just gonna keep watching that stupid show, hoping it gets better. But technically, yes, they are correct. The Halo universe is 100% franchisable.
But not in their hands.
Not in their hands, at least at the present moment.
All right. Well, what about the Rings of Power on I think Apple TV? Amazon
Prime, I think.
Amazon Prime?
Yeah.
We got first reactions, and fans seem to be excited about it.
I mean, for what we saw, it looks amazing. Like, gorgeous.
How do we feel about Amazon being rumored to buy EA? It's in the game.
Sure, why not?
I mean, I have no thoughts. I don't even know what EA does anymore, really.
I don't know. They did the Last Jedi game, right, or whatever.
I can't tell you. What about Dan Harmon says a community movie is happening? Yes, that there's a story outline for the film and negotiations are on the way.
Did you ever watch Community?
Yeah, I enjoy Community.
I never watched Community.
7 seasons in a movie. That's something they would say all the time in the show. And we got the 7 seasons, but we never got the movie.
Now you got the movie.
Now we got the movie.
It was just a matter of time.
Them saying that in the show has finally come true.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Leonardo DiCaprio having the possibility to voice Ash Ketchum in the first English dub of the Pokemon film?
Of which Pokemon film?
The first Pokemon film.
Oh, right. I don't know. It would be interesting. I feel like Ash has a kind of iconic voice now, though. So
Yeah, like I'm fine with them just using the voice actor they had in the show. If they did not use the same voice actor, I would not know. What if they didn't even use it? I thought it was.
it's just. I try to imagine Leonardo DiCaprio voice acting Ash.
Yeah, like I don't know. How about Crunchyroll saying that Dragon Ball Superhero is scoring the best global box office opening ever for an anime film?
I don't know how that happened. I'm all for it. You know, I love the Dragon Ball superhero movie, but I still don't know how that happened.
I mean, it's a beloved franchise around the world.
That's fair. It's just it did better than Broly.
That's true. I don't know. Can't tell you more. Well, PlayStation revealed new DualSense Edge wireless controllers.
Yeah, it's more for you actually than me, because I am a man of the box.
I'm excited. I'm happy for it. How about a Dune open world survivor MMO being announced?
I'm for it.
I don't care because Dune was a boring movie.
I mean, the game might be fun.
Maybe. How about eBay acquiring the online TCG marketplace, TCG Player?
That is kind of big.
That's very big.
That's very big. That's like one of the main sites that buy trading cards. So I'm on TCG Player right now.
TCG Player, now owned by eBay, for you to buy all your card needs.
I'm gonna get a rank up card, and it's just gonna be somebody taping the word rank up magic onto like a piece of cardboard, or to like a $2 used Visa gift card.
Well, that's it for the news. You ready for some shows?
Yeah, I'm down for some shows.
What are we talking about first?
Harley Quinn, I guess.
Harley Quinn? What happened in Harley Quinn? This episode was... Oh, Batgirl and Harley Quinn. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me open this Coca-Cola up.
Betraying the brand.
Yeah. All right. Hello, everyone. It's me, Haxley here. Today, I'm joined by House Jeffrey Garian.
Jeff Garian.
Jeff Garian.
Mm-hmm.
And today, we're talking about the Harley Quinn show. All right. So, how are we feeling? How are we feeling about the Harley Quinn show so far?
It's whatever. Honestly, nothing really interesting has happened this season to me. I think the most interesting episode, again, is still the Joker episode, just because it felt like something different.
It was different. It was fun. One thing was also pretty fun for me, but this one was like, eh. So we got like Poison Ivy still really worrying over Frank. Now they know that Bruce Wayne has Frank, but they don't know what to do about it. They don't know where Frank's being held because there's no windows or anything, apparently. So they talk to Catwoman because Catwoman has a history with Bruce Wayne. They were just intimately involved, but not anymore. So while Poison Ivy works on her meditation skills to tap into the green, Harley Quinn's going to a fancy gala that Bruce Wayne is going to, and he's hoping that Catwoman shows up. And yeah, that's pretty much there. She shows up. We deal with the Mad Hatter. She deals with Batgirl, who she's been ignoring the text for. That got a sting.
It's interesting, their relationship, that's for sure.
But yeah, they argue about it, how Harley Quinn's not much of a phone person, but she's definitely answering her phone for someone. And yeah, they get captured by Mad Hatter. Mad Hatter lets Harley Quinn go. He keeps Batgirl. Harley Quinn decides, you know what? I'm gonna go save the kid, and helps out Barbara. And then proceeds to go kidnap Bruce Wayne. And I honestly think that's the episode.
Yeah, and she ends up kidnapping Bruce Wayne. Like I said, not much happened in the episode. I feel like this season has not been as funny as the past two so far, which is kind of unfortunate because that's all that really had, because I don't really care for Harley Quinn. Though I did like the dynamic between Batgirl and Harley Quinn in this episode, because again, it felt like something different.
I think the problem is the episodes we keep complaining about are the ones that are trying to focus the story forward. And with the previous seasons of Harley Quinn, they never really did much of a story. Like, we'll get something every now and then, but for the most part, each thing was its own like small adventure that we enjoyed.
Exactly, and that's what I think is been affecting the series probably the most. It's like trying to do this overarching story, and which case the comedy is suffering for it. But like the interesting thing about this show is the comedy. No one really cares about like a whole like arc, story arc venture for Harley Quinn in the show, at least in my opinion. I don't. At least let me not say no one. I don't care about Harley Quinn like that. But there's still been interesting things this season. Don't get me wrong. Like Nightwing has been funny. The Joker thing was funny. Batgirl and Harley's relationship is funny to me.
Mm-hmm.
But like other than that, it's
yeah, the Music Meister scene when that showed up.
Yeah, that was funny.
We had King Shark fighting Prince Shark.
I didn't care much for that. I was just like, what's happening? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it wasn't the greatest scene. If anything, the Ocean Master's helmet was funnier.
Yeah, the Ocean Master's helmet thing was interesting. The King Shark stuff, I was like, oh, I mean, I like King Shark as a character.
Yeah.
But like that whole scenario, I was like, I don't really care what's happening here.
Yeah. I don't care that Clayface is still pretending to be this one actor. I forget the actor's name.
Yeah. Because they don't really, I mean, I guess they touched on it, so that's fine. But
yeah.
Yeah, with King Shark.
He did it again. That's like, I got something to do. pretending to be this dude that I killed.
Like the King Shark thing was unfortunate because it was too serious, and that was the issue.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was too serious with no build up, and you can't do that.
Hey, King Shark got to go out in the world, live his dream, and the weight of royalty was left on his younger brother, Prince Shark.
And now he's, I guess, king.
And now they're gonna share the throne. Like they're gonna alternate who's king. Like King Shark will be king on these days, so Prince can go off and be his own little
I
thing.
thought he killed him.
I thought they talked about sharing.
No, I'm pretty sure King Shark stabbed the helmet through Prince Shark and he killed him.
I do remember that, but I thought Prince lived through that.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I missed that. Was that like after credit scene? I feel like I watched the whole episode.
I'm gonna open up HBO Max right now and figure this out.
Right?
Harley Quinn Season 3. Another Sharkly adventure. All right. Fast forward through this. Okay, so they're talking about alternating duties right here. And then Prince decides to stab him. And King Shark stops and stabs him. You're right.
Yeah, I was like, I could have sworn he just died.
He's totally just dead. Prince is dead.
Yep.
But they did talk about alternating, but that was not the final resolution.
Yeah.
It went from King Shark saying he has suffers from hyperglycemia, and that's why he ate his 12 other siblings. And to let's alternate days to stabby stab. All right. Well, we got anything else about Harley Quinn besides?
Like I said, not much happened really. Like it was, not much that I could say happened really.
Yeah, I mean, it was just like set up the story. Let's do this little thing with Batgirl, Harley Quinn being friends, but Harley Quinn doesn't answer her texts or phone calls that often.
Which again, I enjoyed that part. I like how they had this weird run around friendship.
Yeah.
But other than that, I didn't really care. They killed Mad Hatter. I guess that's the thing.
True.
I thought he already died, but maybe I was misremembering that.
Mad Hatter? No, I think it's the first time we saw Mad Hatter, right?
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. I can't remember. I thought I remember something about him dying, but I probably am not.
Might have been another villain. We see a lot of other villains show up.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, Mad Hatter is not that original of a character design.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess that's our show. Harley Quinn on HBO Max. If you like what you saw, follow us on our social medias. I'm actually GV everywhere. Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. And House of Jeff Garian. How do I say it?
House Jeff Garian.
Jeff Garian. He'll be around. He'll be sitting on his Iron Throne somewhere. Hopefully not getting tendonitis or anything.
Right.
All right, what's next?
Are we actually talking Sandman, or are we waiting for my?
We can wait on mine.
Okay, so I guess She-Hulk, right?
Yeah. This one, she gets hired. Okay. Hello, everyone. It's me, Haxley here, and today I'm joined by House of Jeff Garian. And today we will preside over She-Hulk. All right, so how we enjoyed this episode? I believe episode 2.
Man, nothing happened.
What do you mean nothing happened? She lost her job.
And then immediately got a new job.
She did not immediately get a new job. It
was like 2 days.
Took some time. She went to go visit her family for a bit. It's her family. They're talking like, does she know like Hawkeye? What does he do with his arrows and everything? Like the questions everyone wonders about the world.
The stuff with Hawkeye's arrows was funny. That had to be laugh. I was like, that's not safe.
It's like, first of all, you guys don't think she knows who Hawkeye is. Like, we see them on the news. Like, she just got her powers. I don't think she's met anyone besides Bruce. But yeah, she goes back from the dinner. She's looking for jobs. She's running out of ideas. She's like going for anything she can, even if it's like a mascot at a theme park. And apparently on the side of that screen, when she's like looking for job articles, we see some articles talking about the giant celestial coming out of the earth and some dude with metal claws getting in a bar fight. So like nice little fun Easter eggs. We might have moved on from the blip, but we've barely touched the surface on a giant celestial being birthed by the earth.
I'm just happy they finally referenced it. I'm mad it's just in this side article, but I'm happy someone like referenced that a fucking giant, like half a body just arose from the earth. Like what?
I wonder what this would do to the earth. Like, it's fairly large. It sticks fairly out. Would it create some sort of drag, change like the ocean current or anything? Like, how's it coming out? Is it like coming straight out from like the mantle core and like disrupting like the ocean currents and like the bio?
Like, I imagine like the area around it would just be like suffering from weird weather changes, like extreme weather changes.
Yeah, and not only that, something that massive it's like displacing the water. So if you live in a coastal environment, you might be underwater now because that thing was that was pretty big.
We definitely lost New Orleans.
Yeah, New Orleans lost. Norfolk's gone. Miami's probably gone.
Like there definitely should be major flooding around certain spots in the world after that.
Yeah, if you guys want any proof, just like get a cup of water, put like a toy or something in it. Like the water's going up a bit. You add something into the water, you're getting displacement.
Like unless like where he rises is hollow, but I don't know.
So we got a little tidbit at least. But eventually she goes to a bar. Apparently she frequents this bar a lot. And the attorney she was facing on the other side meets her and offers her a job. She shows up to the job. He doesn't want Jennifer Walters. He wants the She-Hulk. Will be good publicity. And her first client will be the Abomination himself. I don't remember his name.
Emil, I think.
That sounds about right. Emil something.
Yeah.
But Abomination is sorry for what he's done. He's contemplated everything while he's been locked up. He's wrote haikus. He's wrote letters. you know, what people do when they are stuck in a cell all day with nothing else to do. Jennifer Walters talks to him, kind of gets understanding that this might not be his fault. I've never seen the Hulk movie, so I don't know if it's his fault or not, honestly.
It's been a long time since I watched that movie, but I mean, his thing is that he did it for the job.
He did it for the job. He says he was a soldier just taking orders, given the super soldier theorem that made him into a monster. None of this was to his control.
I don't know. I'm not gonna rewatch The Incredible Hulk. Find out. It's been too long, and I don't care.
I'm not gonna watch it for the first time right now. So I'm just gonna have to trust you right now, She-Hulk. This is what happened. But apparently Bruce Banner has forgiven him, which I guess is like the main thing that happened, main thing that matters. Unless I think I recall from Luke Cage that they fought in Harlem, right? So did all the people in Harlem forgive him? Because like I think they both destroyed a few homes.
Yeah. I'm sure the people of Harlem didn't forgive him. I mean, the whole idea is that the populace hasn't forgiven him yet, but she's there to make a statement.
Yeah, she's gonna make the statement for the parole, get him free. But before any of this could start, the video taken during like Shang-Chi gets leaked out to the public, and we see Abomination being in like an underground street fights tournament.
Freaking Wong.
So does this mean that Wong's just been taking him out with no permission? Like I kind of just assume this was something like the government okayed or something.
No, I guess Wong really was just taking him out on his own whim. Why? I don't know.
I'm assuming we're gonna find out this Wednesday on Disney Plus. I feel like that's the next step, right?
I hope it's not a BS answer.
But I guess that's it for what happened in She-Hulk. How are we feeling? Our thoughts on it so far?
I'm enjoying the series.
I mean, are you enjoying the series though? Like, are you finding it funny?
No.
Like,
there are some things that can get like a chuckle out of me, but it's not like,
Okay.
It's just okay.
I'm enjoying it. I don't think it's as good as Miss Marvel, but it's definitely like up there amongst other Marvel shows.
I don't know. Hopefully this Wednesday changes my mind. Because like I said, I was excited somewhat for She-Hulk, but like it's not really going the way I was hoping.
Well, this Wednesday will be like the third episode, so this will be like the third episode rule. If you want to drop it, you can after Wednesday.
We'll see, man.
Maybe it'll be one of those shows like Moon Knight that neither of us could just finish.
Hey, baby. Like again, I'm hoping that's not the case, but it's starting to seem like it.
Well, I'm Haxley. This is Jeff. If you like what you saw, give us a like, subscribe to our channel, follow us on my other social medias. I'm Haxley GV everywhere: Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Yeah. Adios. All right. So next is I didn't even write the name of the show. It's just called The House of Dragons.
House of the Dragon.
House of the Dragon.
Do you want to review it, or did you want to wait?
What do you think would be best?
I don't know.
Because I will mostly have questions on what's going on.
Yeah, and I'm not adequately equipped to answer those questions.
Okay, we can wait.
I don't mind talking about it, but all I'm gonna say is raw. I like dragons and drama.
I was like, so are dragons just a normal thing in the Game of Thrones thing? Because I thought the dragon was special for Daenerys or whatever.
They were special for Daenerys because all the dragons were already dead.
Oh, what happened to the dragons?
I guess they killed them off. I don't know.
Okay. Are we gonna learn about that this season in this show?
Maybe.
Okay. So it's like Aragon, where dragons were a thing. They all die. Eventually, someone finds an egg, and we get a dragon again. Is that what Game of Thrones is? Is it just Aragon?
I guess. There hadn't been dragons in years, so yeah, I guess. Or maybe they had the eggs for a while. I don't know. I can't remember. It's been so long. I never even finished Game of Thrones. I don't even know if all the dragons are dead in Game of Thrones.
I always assumed the dragons were a special thing just for that one lady.
No,
But in this show, it seems like this whole family has a dragon.
yeah. In Game of Thrones, House Targaryen was supposedly known for dragons, and I think they fell out of power when they stopped having dragons.
Okay. It's understandable. They seem like very big, powerful things. If you suddenly no longer have them, there are probably people who will like fight you.
Yeah, when the threat of instant death by fire disappears, yeah, your power level does go down a lot.
Well,
apparently there was like a big debate. I know we said we weren't going to talk about it, but apparently there was something said about the Song of Fire or whatever that upset a lot of people online who watch Game of Thrones, but I don't know anything about it because I think it was mentioned in the seasons that didn't watch the Game of Thrones. So some people were frustrated. Like no one was like happy about what they said. They were just like, why would you? It was either why would you say that or that was stupid that they said that. So
yeah, I can't say anything. This is like the first time I've like watched anything Game of Thrones related.
But did you enjoy it?
I don't know. I think I need to see more to really get it. I think I was just like getting a feel for the universe. First of all, why do we have a giant chair made of swords? This guy's bleeding on the chair.
Well, the thing about bleeding is if you cut yourself on the throne, you're not worthy to sit on it or something like that.
But like one of the people saw him bleeding on the throne. Why is he still king then?
He won't be king for long.
Okay.
As we saw.
Yeah, and then I guess there's the dragon stuff. And then I guess it's all politics from that point on with like the brothers and the other rulers. And I think someone gave their daughter to the king.
I do have a theory that like that one advisor is the one who like set up for the queen to die.
Okay.
Because like you saw how quickly he was to send his daughter over to like cheer up the king and stuff. But I think it was that one advisor's fault. Like I think he told the doctor that to tell him that they have to go with the C-section.
Okay.
Essentially. But like it wasn't actually necessary.
Maybe I just watched it and I wasn't like paying the most attention to it, I admit. But I was very lucky for him that I guess the baby died like an hour later.
That was so sad.
It was very sad. Honestly, I thought it was gonna be a girl, and then like he'll be screwed with still no heir.
But no,
I was expecting a boy, and then the boy dies.
And he said, "No, forget it. My eldest daughter will just rule the throne."
Mm-hmm. But it's tradition. It's like fuck tradition, fuck the patriarchy.
And I'm realizing his brother really is just like a douche.
I mean, yeah, he's very douchey. Him and the they're like a police force. They're just like murdering people in the streets.
Yeah. I like at that I was like, okay, he did this super crazy thing, which is whatever, but expected in this series, right? But when he was like he called his own nephew hair for a day or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
We'll see what happens. We'll see if we'll get more memes about Matt Smith. Maybe we'll make some more dance moves like in Morbius.
Hopefully.
Well, I guess that's it for our show. We'll be back next week with
more of the same.
More of the same. Harley Quinn, She-Hulk, House of the Dragon, maybe Sandman. Is anything else coming up? Still no more new movies or shows or anything?
Not that I can think of at the present time.
Let me go on Regal real quick just to double check, but I don't think anything's coming up. Oh, wait, is that Ring of Power? What is it in September, right? Is it next week?
Yeah, Ring of Power is like next week, huh?
Yeah, I think it's I remember I think it's September, but I wasn't sure if it's gonna be this Friday or something. It's a Friday show, right?
Yeah.
Or we might be with Ring of Powers. I don't know if I'll be part of that because I can't. Do I need knowledge on Lord of the Rings for this show?
It's a prequel.
Okay.
So I mean, maybe to like get like certain Easter eggs and stuff, but I don't think you actually really need to have seen Lord of the Rings.
Okay, and it's Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll keep that in mind. I'll try my best. But yeah, that's our show. I'll be back online in about 2 hours to play some Jackbox games with a few other streamers. And other than that, I'll be back for some Pokemon Unite. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday we're playing Jurassic World Evolution, and then back to Pokemon Unite Saturday. Yeah. Adios.
Adios.